Can you imagine having money that allows you to sail on 100-foot yards, fly private, and journey to the most luxurious island vacation spot? World-class athletes truly do live this fancy lifestyle that most of us can only dream of. So, how did they earn the money that lets them live the life of rich fashionistas living in heaven on earth? Let's have a look at the top 10 highest-paid athletes of all. Number 10. Kobe Bryant. Net worth $800 million. Kobe Bryant knew he was going to be a star from the day he entered the league and bet on himself early on his career. Bryant was one of the only 5 players to vote against the 1995 collective bargaining agreement and kept individual player salaries despite the fact that he had only 7 stars under his belt. He ended up with big cash in his bag. Kobe earning during his playing career was topped among all team athletes, and over his final 6 seasons in the NBA, hit the highest NBA salary in the league. After he made $3.5 million over his first 3 years, Bryant earned over $320 million for his next 7 seasons in the league. After court ventures had Kobe taken around $680 million per year. Again, the most paid per season athlete who played a team sport, and behind only Tiger Woods, Michael Schumacher, and Floyd Mayweather. Bryant has endured a wide range of top brands like Mercedes-Benz, McDonald's, Sprite, Nintendo, Hublot, and more that helped him earn $350 million off the court during his career. The 5 times NBA campaign and 18 times All-Star and the first African-American, won the Academy Award for Best Animated Short Film in 2017. In the first former professional line athlete to be nominated and to win an Academy Award in any category for his film for basketball. In 2016, Bryant launches Bryant Site Firm, a venture capital firm focused on different businesses, including media, data, and technology, with $100 million in funding, which has only expanded his portfolio. Number 9. Cristiano Ronaldo. Net worth $800 million. Cristiano Ronaldo was already stacking Benjamins before recently inking a new 4-year duo with Juventus that will net him $64 million per year. In total, 3-time Ballon d'Or winner, who carried a record 128 goals over the course of his campaign league appearances, bought $109 million in 2019 in contracts and in endorsements, which are now a long list of. In fact, more than 44% of his now yearly income comes in via endorsements from suitable companies, including Tag Heuer, Altus, DAZN, Electronic Arts, Urban Life, and MTG. That doesn't even include in Ronaldo's biggest cash source, Nike pay him over $1 billion. Not just that, he now have the most followers on Instagram, paying him over $400 million, strengthening him. Furthermore, 35-year-old also promotes Herbalife and a hair transplant company. Number 8. Phil Mickelson. Net worth $815 million. Mickelson has played second fiddle to Tiger Woods throughout his entire career, both on the golf course and bank. Mickelson is 144 PGA Tour vets and 5 major championships, both of which are second behind the Tigers among active players. His $91 million in career prize money trails only one golf for his Tiger Woods. Mickelson got his biggest paycheck in 2018 in a winner-take-all TV event against Woods. He defeated his rival for a $9 million. That large lump sum pay checks him to pay his work off the course. He have exclusive sponsorship deals with Amgen, ExxonMobil, KPMG, Rolex, Greyhawk, and the Greenbrier, as well as 2 new partners, an Intrepid Financial Partners and Workday. He have earned over $700 million as a pitchman for those 2 big-time companies. Number 7. Floyd Mayweather Jr. Net worth $1 billion. Here is a reason why he is called Floyd Money Mayweather, one of the greatest fighter of all time. He became the first boxer ever to cross the billion-dollar threshold in 2017, which he did prior to lucrative price Fight against Conor McGregor. Mayweather wrote $1 billion was paved by personal marketing, and $751,000 bet on himself. Mayweather, the notorious gambler, split from Hall of Fame promoter Bob Arum in 2006, with a statement that he can make more marketing himself, which he did. Mayweather rose to the top of boxing world over the last decade, maintaining 50 and over that records. Out of that rank, he became the ultimate showman. In 2007, he pocketed $25 million for his split decision win over Oscar de la Hoya, which started the string of 12 straight paydays of $25 million and more for Mayweather. He has 25 fights against Augusto Sakai and won them all and break every financial records for combat sports, which bring him $440 million of a pay-per-view revenue, and his final payday for fight is nearly $250 million, and here and over $450 million over 2.5 years. Thanks to a lucrative contract of Showtime, Mayweather stays busy when he doesn't have his gloves on too, though, and owns a growing collection of Las Vegas strip club in addition to a number of properties around the world. Number 6. Michael Schumacher. Net worth $1 billion. During the peak of Michael Schumacher's career, we saw a race car driver win a record of 7 Formula One World Championships and record number of races. He earned around $80 to $100 million on a yearly basis. He is arguably the most successful Formula One race car driver in history. Off the track, he grows around $50 million from endorsements. In his prime racing days, Schumacher hit $10 million annually by Shell for supporting the brand logo on his hat in all of his public appearances. He also made $8 million by just wearing a cap with just a logo of German financial advisory company. In 2013, just before his retirement, sports sellers claim he earned about $20 million every year racing for Mercedes. A stretch would spend more than 20 years. Number 5. Jack Nicklaus. Net worth $1.2 billion. Like some of his fellow golf players, Nicklaus has made most of his money off the course. Nicklaus' course design